The Sultan of Brunei, one of the world's richest men, claims to have loved only one woman his entire life. Yet, he's known to have a harem of 50 women. What's the truth behind this paradox? In this video, we'll unveil the secret world of Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah and the fate of his wives. At just 21 years old, Hassanal Bolkiah became the Sultan of Brunei. With a fortune of $28 billion, he lives a life of unimaginable luxury. His palace? The largest royal residence in the world. But money can't buy everything, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Enter Anak Saleha, the Sultan's first wife and cousin. She's the perfect Islamic wife, loyal, devoted, and the mother of 6 of his children. She stood by him through thick and thin, even as rumors of his affairs swirled around the palace. But is Anak Saleha truly the only woman in the Sultan's heart? The answer might surprise you. As we dive deeper into the Sultan's complex love life, we'll uncover secrets that will leave you shocked. Are you ready to peek behind the palace walls? While Anak Saleha reigned as the Sultan's first wife, another woman was about to enter the picture. Her journey from serving drinks in the sky to wearing a crown is a tale of luxury, love, and ultimately, loss. What made the Sultan turn away from his perfect marriage? Meet Mariam Abdul Aziz, a former flight attendant who caught the eye of Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah. Their paths crossed when he was 34 and she was just 24, sparking a romance that would lead to a lavish royal wedding. Mariam's life transformed overnight, from the aisles of airplanes to the opulent halls of the world's largest palace. For 2 decades, Mariam lived a life most could only dream of. She became the mother of 4 of the Sultan's children and enjoyed all the perks of being a royal wife. The public adored her, often drawing comparisons to Princess Diana due to her humble beginnings and charming personality. But behind the glittering facade, cracks were beginning to show. Rumors of the Sultan's wandering eye began to circulate, casting a shadow over their seemingly perfect union. Mariam found herself in an impossible situation, trying to maintain her dignity while navigating the complexities of royal life and her husband's alleged infidelities. As the years went by, the strain on their relationship became too much to bear. In 2003, after more than 20 years of marriage, the Sultan made a shocking decision. He divorced Mariam, stripping her of her royal titles and ending their long chapter together. Yet, even in divorce, Mariam's story took an unexpected turn. Unlike many royal separations, she received a substantial financial settlement that ensured she would live comfortably for the rest of her life. But money couldn't replace the life she had lost or heal the emotional wounds of a very public breakup. In the aftermath of the divorce, Mariam found solace in her children. Unlike some royal exes, she maintained a close relationship with her kids, a small victory in the wake of her lost status. This closeness would prove to be a stark contrast to the fate that awaited another of the Sultan's wives in the future. Just when it seemed the Sultan had settled into a predictable pattern, he shocked the world once again. His next marriage would raise eyebrows and questions alike. How did a 60-year-old monarch justify wedding a woman barely out of her 20s, and what secrets lay behind their short-lived union? Enter Azrinaz Mazhar Hakim, a TV journalist who caught the eye of Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah. At 32 years his junior, Azrinaz was young enough to be the Sultan's daughter. Their union sparked widespread curiosity and speculation about what drew them together. Was it love, ambition, or something else entirely? The wedding itself was a departure from the Sultan's previous extravagant ceremonies. As he approached his 60s, the celebration was notably more modest. Perhaps age had tempered his desire for ostentatious displays, or maybe there were other factors at play. Whatever the reason, it marked a shift in the Sultan's approach to matrimony. Despite the subdued nuptials, Azrinaz's life changed dramatically. She went from reporting the news to making headlines herself as the newest addition to the royal family. For 5 years, she lived the life of a princess, enjoying the luxuries that came with her position. During this time, she gave birth to 2 children, securing her place in the royal lineage. But fairy tales, even royal ones, don't always have happy endings. After just 5 years of marriage, the Sultan and Azrinaz divorced. The official reason given was simply special reasons, a vague explanation that left room for endless speculation. What could have caused such a quick dissolution of their union? In the wake of the divorce, Azrinaz found herself in a precarious position. Unlike Mariam, who maintained a relationship with her children post-divorce, Azrinaz was reportedly banned from entering the palace. Her royal titles were stripped away, leaving her to navigate a new reality far removed from the opulence she had grown accustomed accustomed to. The children from this marriage, however, retained their royal status. This decision highlighted the complex dynamics within the royal family and raised questions about the long-term consequences of the Sultan's multiple marriages on the royal succession. As news of the divorce spread, many couldn't help but wonder, had the Sultan's advancing age played a role in the breakdown of their relationship? His history of pursuing younger women was well known, but maintaining those relationships seemed to be another matter entirely. The Sultan's personal life took on new significance in 2019 when he introduced harsh Sharia laws in Brunei. These laws, which included potential death by stoning for gay sex and adultery, sparked international outrage and boycotts. The contrast between the Sultan's private behavior and his public policies was stark, leaving many to question the sincerity of his moral stance. How could a man with multiple divorces and a rumored harem justify such strict moral laws? The disconnect between the Sultan's personal choices and his governance of Brunei created a paradox that continues to puzzle observers to this day. While the Sultan's marriages made headlines, another story unfolded in the shadows. Hundreds of women, some barely adults, found themselves part of a secret harem. The truth about the Sultan's hidden world was more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Behind the palace walls, an estimated 50 women lived a life of luxury and restriction. These weren't just casual acquaintances of the Sultan. They were part of a carefully curated harem, a stark contrast to his public image as a pious ruler. Former concubine Shannon Markadick, a former Miss America, shed light on the dark reality of life in the palace. She described her time there as feeling like a sex slave, painting a disturbing picture of the harem's inner workings. Despite being paid $3,000 per day, Markadick faced severe restrictions. She was reportedly forced to dance nude at private parties and lived a life akin to that of an elite escort. But Markadick wasn't alone in her experiences. Another former concubine, Gillian Lauren, revealed that many of the women in the harem were minors, with a significant number being Thai and Filipino. These revelations exposed a troubling underbelly to the Sultan's opulent lifestyle. The Sultan's brother, Prince Geoffrey, played a significant role in complicating the royal family's public image. Known as a playboy with extravagant tastes, Prince Geoffrey's spending habits led to a major financial dispute with the Sultan. This resulted in a lengthy legal battle over mismanaged funds, further tarnishing the family's reputation. Despite the scandals surrounding his personal life, the Sultan took a surprising turn in his public policies. In 2019, he introduced strict Sharia laws in Brunei, including severe penalties for adultery and same-sex relationships. This move raised eyebrows and questions about his personal morality, given his notorious lifestyle. The disconnect between the Sultan's private behavior and public stance created a paradox that continues to puzzle observers. How could a man with multiple divorces and a rumored harem justify such strict moral laws? The contrast was stark and left many questioning the sincerity of his moral stance. Amidst all the scandal and intrigue, one figure remained constant: Anak Saleha, the Sultan's first wife. Despite the parade of younger women and the rumors of infidelity, she stood by her husband. Her unwavering loyalty raised a burning question: what makes a woman stay in the face of such betrayal? The Sultan's romantic journey is a tale of contradictions. From his first love, Anak Saleha, to his affairs and divorces, his personal life has been a roller coaster of emotions. Despite claiming to love only one woman, his actions tell a different story. In his later years, the Sultan returned to Anak Saleha, perhaps seeking the stability and loyalty he had always known with her. This decision raises questions about the true nature of his relationships and what loyalty means in the royal context. The contrast between the Sultan's private behavior and his push for conservative values in Brunei is stark. It's a reminder that even for the world's wealthiest, power and riches don't guarantee happiness. In the end, the Sultan's story suggests that loyalty and genuine connection might be the most precious treasures of all, even for those who seem to have everything. Share your thoughts on the Sultan's harem in the comments below. And if you're loving these royal reveals, smash that like button and subscribe for more. You won't want to miss the incredible stories we've got coming next.